Sad face for the camera. We're going home today.
My feet hurt.
We're on the friendship ship. How are you enjoying your time?
It's nice. Just feeling dizzy.
Red-eyed tree frogs.
One in the Lipton is bigger than that.
Yeah,
Oh,
people
I've
say. Yeah, they're both in that.
I can pick one, so I've got two.
This is a green and
Three,
green
I can see
frog.
three.
Oh, he is
Four,
very
I can see
golden.
four.
Look at him, he kind of shimmers.
One in the window over here.
Six.
And this one is a dwarf tree frog. And look at them, they're tiny.
Tree frogs catch
You don't up there.
rainforest canopy.
Oh, it's a chameleon.
It's a chameleon.
Green and golden bill. This large white.
These are the white-lipped tree frogs. I like how one was brown and the rest are green. And they're all kissing each other's butts.
It's the turtle that from the top just looks like a leaf.
Oh yeah. He's got good insight. Oh my god, the tuatara that's in the look at him.
Oh, hey.
Look at him.
Hey, bro.
There's our big python friend.
Oh, good lord, he's huge.
Yeah. He's in that whole back corner. Look at him. He's the Marulon frog.
Oh, it's the eyelash viper. She's up the top.
Oh, she's very pretty. She's cute. I don't know if you can see him over here.
Oh, there is a big tail.
Yeah, the big one's right there. He's so big. There he is. He's got a big old neck. And the other one's moving over here. Hi, Mr. Giraffe. Hi.
Do you think, Mr. Giraffe, you get the most iconic look in Australia?
Yep. He's hanging. He's got some food. He's chilled. Now he's hanging. Look at him. Yeah. He's going out. Bye. Bye. Their butts are so weird. Yo, Bobby Chim. Bam. Do you want to come further? Go further in? Oh. Oh, here comes another one.
Are they closely related?
I must have got, that must be a new toy. Here's the bubbies.
Oh, there's two of them.
There's a mom, I think a mommy and an auntie and a baby. You wanna guess? Here's the baby. Cute. Baby seal. Big seal. Hi. There he is. He's a red panda. Cute. Here he is. So it's Wednesday night. I forgot to vlog all day today because I am hopeless. I'm currently at work, but I finished. I'm about to go to bed, but I finished today. Yesterday on the plane, I read 100-ish pages of Your Terrible Beauty. That's this book. I read like 100 pages on the plane home, and I slept in this morning, and then I went to work, and then I got home, and then I didn't read. I read a tiny bit, and then I went to the other work, and that's why I'm here. But tonight I finished the last 100 pages of this. Yay! I mean, a little bit late. I wanted to finish it last week, but I was done. And I finished. Let's see if I can do this without reading that picture. I finished Son of the Dawn. Oh, so much glare. Oh, you know what I mean. Son of the Dawn by Cassandra Clare and Sarah Reese Brennan, which I just like sped read. No, I didn't speed read. I sped through in the last half an hour. So yes, I am now. My next book is going to be The Astonishing Colour of After by Emily X.R. Pan. I won't read any of that tonight. I need to go to bed. It's like after 1 a.m. But I will start that tomorrow. So that's the plan. I also really need to edit last week's vlog tomorrow. But my computer is currently doing a major shift to move all my photos to iCloud storage. And it could take a while, but I was running out of space to the point that like I couldn't put footage on my computer to edit. I didn't have any space. So all my videos might be a little bit delayed until I can get that sorted, but what can I do? I don't know. Hopefully when I get home tomorrow night, it'll have been done. That's my hope. But I don't know. Okay. Bye. See you tomorrow. Okay, I am on my way to work again, always, you know, I work 9 to 5 days a week, and extra. So I'm on the way to work. What was I gonna say? As I mentioned last night, I finished A Great and Terrible Beauty by Luba Bray. I was not really a fan. I gave it a 2 stars on Goodreads, but really it's more like a 2.5. I didn't hate it, but I didn't really like any of the characters that much. I found them all pretty insufferable. They were all bullies, but also, or the bullied, like really rotten kind of people that even the good ones did not nice things to be like part of the group. Like it was very cliquey. And that wasn't really redeemed that well throughout the book. Like the bully didn't really redeem herself. And the bullied was still doing stupid things to be part of the group. Shrug. I didn't hate it. It was fine, I guess. I would not go out and purchase book 2, but I already own book 3 that I also got a discount. Like I got book 1 at discount. So I'm not going to unhaul book 3, I don't think. But I'm going to wait till book 2 falls on my lap. I'm not going to go out of my way to buy it. Unless someone can convince me that books 2 and 3 are significantly better than book 1. The writing style didn't sit super well with me. It was a little bit all over the place. Didn't really like Gemma as a main character. She was a bit in a like, you're a bitch kind of way. Again, not very well redeemed. The characters made stupid decisions. I didn't really like it that much. But the plot was kind of fun. Like, if it had different characters experiencing the same plot, I think I would like it just fine. And it had some good disability rep. Actually, no, I think it had a lot of representation, but it wasn't done well. Does that make sense? Like, the disability rep was there, but... And actually, it was probably the best well done because it wasn't the primary focus. The, like, ugly rep wasn't done that well. Or self-harm rep. Suicide, question mark? Different, right? Like, gypsy, like, Romani culture. Again, but I don't think they were done particularly well because you're meant to be experiencing things from the point of view of this one British girl who's like racist in her 1800s British way. So I don't know. Like, I understand why, because you work restricted to her viewpoint and the way she tells her narrative is very flawed, but I think that was intentional. It just didn't sit real well with me. I'm going to go to work now. I'm going to stop talking about this book. Oh my gosh. But on the plus side, I really enjoyed Son of the Dawn. That was cute and fluffy. Because, you know, I love me some Shadowhunters greatness. So yes. To work, I'll be listening to Sea of Fallen Angels on the drive and on the walk to work. Okay, see you later, bye! I left my wallet in the car. I know I need it. Kill me now. I'm going for a walk. Hi! So I just got back from work and going to the grocery store. I'm not American. The supermarket and things. And I went to the library and picked up A Tyranny of Petticoats, edited by Jessica Spotswood, because April was reading it last week and it looks kind of good. I don't know when I'll get around to this. This is an anthology. I might just read a few stories every now and again over the next 2 months, maybe. We'll see. I will update you as I go on this. So, yes. Also, I thought we should watch a video and I'll react to it. Now, let's do it. So we are currently about to start watching Reagan's Hardest Book Lover Would You Rather video.
Hey guys, it's Reagan, and today I'm here to do a bit of a different type of video than I normally do. It's more of like a book challenge. I saw Jesse over at Jesse the Reader do this on his channel, and I thought it was hilarious, so I wanted to try it myself. And it is basically like the hardest edition of Bookish Would You Rather. It's like a BuzzFeed quiz, and you're forced to decide between this or that when there's basically no good answer.
So I am essentially going to watch this video and you can see my face while I do it, and then I will tell you which I would rather. Look, you've got my messy room in the background. Oh my god, let's get going.
Let's just go ahead and dive right in with question 1.
Would you rather have a friend who loses your books or one who dog-ears them?
So that was, would you rather a friend who loses your books or one who dog-ears them? I would say dog-ears because I don't dog-ear my books per se, but I have a bad habit of letting them get ruffled. Like, I'll just chuck them wherever, or sit on them by accident, stuff. So my books often get a little bit grotty anyway, so dog-earing does not bother me particularly much. And I have been known to occasionally dog-ear in the past. So I would definitely prefer someone to dog-ear than to lose my books. So we're about to watch question 2.
Would you rather secretly love a book everyone else hates or secretly hate a book everyone else loves?
Okay, I'm assuming you heard that. I think I would go with, secretly hate a book that everyone else loves. Because I wouldn't have to do that secretly, would I? I could just talk about it. And I'm in that tiny corner of the internet where my opinion probably won't matter. So, question number 3. Actually, I'll show you.
Question number 3. Would you rather be stuck on a very long plane or train ride without a book?
For me, this would be totally plain if the plane is good enough that it has in-flight entertainment. I can watch a movie on a flight, that'd be fine. Trains, I'd really rather have a book. Please and thank. Though both are difficult because books are often good, and I do get a little bit motion sick, so both are also bad for a book. Ooh. The next question was, would you rather have dinner with your favorite character or your favorite author? I think I would go author, only because I like horrible characters a lot of the time. Whereas a writer, like an author, would be great to pick their brains. Like, that would be actually interesting, rather than just awkward.
Would you rather date a character you have a crush on or your crush from real life?
Clay reads and stares at me behind the camera. I'm gonna go and date my crush in real life, so I'm gonna stick by Clay. Clay.
So I would totally rather just date my own crush. I don't have that many book crushes. I don't self-insert very much, if that makes sense. Like, I don't put myself there, so I don't get that many book crushes. And my actual crush is pretty great. He's pretty damn great.
Would you rather have your favorite book turned into a movie or your favorite movie turned into a book?
I would much prefer my favorite book be turned into a movie, even if that movie was very mediocre, than the other way around, because novelizations of movies are always awful. Awful. I've very rarely seen novelizations of movies I like, especially when it's the movie itself. The like continuation extended universe ones sometimes go alright, like the Star Wars ones were okay, but I've read novelizations in my time and no, they're awful. Oh. Okay, so the next question was, would you rather read a book with an annoying cliffhanger or one in which your favorite character was killed off? I have suffered through the book with the annoying cliffhanger, and I've also suffered by the same author through the book where your favorite character dies. I think I handled the cliffhanger a little better, so we'll go with that one. I'm still not over the death. Like, I'm still not over it.
Lose the ability to read any new books or the ability to reread books you've already read?
This is kind of alright for me because I'm awful at rereads anyway. I hardly ever do them. I used to do them a lot as a kid. But now I know that if I attempt to reread, I don't enjoy myself as much. And I could be reading new things. And I think that's why I don't enjoy them as much, because I could be reading new things. That's why I'm attempting to do my rereads by audiobook now. But so I would totally, if I could only choose between one or the other, I would totally pick only new releases, like new things I haven't read yet. 100%. 100%.
Would you rather live in a library or a bookstore?
I would say a good library, because then I don't have to spend any money. But a good one that takes requests. My library takes requests. I request a thing and they often get it in for me. If it's like I've been really getting into graphic novels and I've just been requesting they buy them for the library and then taking them out. Because, you know, they're expensive. I can't afford them. Lots of us enjoy them. If I could just live at my library and be able to request what I wanted, yes, 100%. Basically the same as a bookstore, but no money spent. Yes.
Would you rather lose your place or get a paper cut every time you read a book?
100% agree with Reagan. I lose my place all the time and I hate paper cuts. Paper cuts are so worse. I can find my place again in like 30 seconds flat. Easy. Done. I hate paper cuts.
Question 11. Would you rather have to always read in the dark or always read books with tiny texts?
So by this I'm taking it in the dark to being like low lighting, and I 100% do that all the time anyway, because I'm awful at thinking to turn on a light. So that one. Tiny text kills me.
Final question, question number 12. Would you rather read by a fireplace, the beach, or your bay?
My bay? Like bay? Like seriously? Wait, did you add that in? It wasn't even that good.
I totally do fireplace. I hate getting sand in my books at the beach. Fireplace, fine, great. I wish I had one. That would be glorious. So thank you for watching this with me. I'm going to finish watching Reagan's answers now, but those are my answers because I can't be bothered filming a whole video. So there you go, bye! Hi, it's Thursday. I've just got back from work in the supermarket and all those things. I also went to the bookstore, so I'll show you that. These are some new releases from this month. One that came out yesterday and just made it into my bookstore, or one that's been out for a little while. So first off, we have The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. This was the one that's been out since earlier in the month, I believe. And this is a story told in verse, well, in poems. And like I think it's like first person poems that kind of tell the story. So that's really awesome. I'm hoping to, because this will obviously go really fast, I'm hoping to read this month. And then I picked up Circe, which is on my TBR for this month by Madeline Miller. This is the Odyssey retelling from the point of view of Circe, and I loved the Song of Achilles, so I'm very excited for this.
Yes, I'm going to be reading this next, I think. So I am going to, I also, while I was down at the supermarket, bought a new charging cord, so I can now, I was having a breakdown this morning because I couldn't edit my rereading vlog from last week, and it's Thursday. I wasn't able to do it because my charging cable broke, and I just, so I bought a new one. So I'm going to quickly edit this reading vlog from last week and try and get it uploaded in the next like half hour. So let's get on to that. Oh, and then I want to work on my bullet journal tonight. Yeah. Well, I am literal trash because Furyborn was available at my bookstore today. Technically the release date on the website isn't for like 2 more days, but it was here, which is Furyborn by Claire Legrand, which is a new fantasy series that looks freaking awesome and is on my TBR for this month, hence why I went to go buy it. And then classic trash Kara, this happened. And we picked up The Disturbed Girls Dictionary by Nonieka Ramos. I may be pronouncing that wrong. I'm making an educated guess. This is a young adult thriller following a girl who's been classified as disturbed by her school, and I think she ends up in an asylum. It sounds great, and it's told in a like dictionary style format, and you know I'm a sucker for weird formatting. And then I picked up a pair of novellas. They're together form the first book in this series, and that is, what's the series called? It is the Tensorate series. It's a silk punk, so that's Asian-inspired steampunk. And the first one is The Black Tides of Heaven. They're both by Ji Yang. And the second one is The Red Threads of Fortune. And these are just gorgeous covers. They're tiny books, obviously they're novellas. They're both in the realm of 200 pages-ish. And I was only going to buy the one when I saw it, but because they're so small, I was just like, screw it, I'm getting both. So I did. And this is the like 1, 2, what have I already read so far this month? These are books 15 through 18 from this month, and a bookmark, which I forgot to show you the other day. When I went to the bookstore the other day, I also bought this bookmark. It says, so many books, so little time, and it has an elastic for like wrapping around your book. So yeah, I'm trash, and this month has been really bad for it. Admittedly, 4 of those were meant to be from last month, but they were a late arrival. But that still makes me very trash. And there's another like 6 new releases that come out this month that I really want to buy. A couple of them don't come out till the 30th, which means they probably won't arrive in store till the like 1st or 2nd of April. I mean May, next month's May. So we may get away with those not being this month, but you know, this face is literal trash. I also have Giant Days Volume 2 has arrived at the library for me, which means I will now have Here Ready to Read 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to go pick that up tonight. And otherwise tonight I'm dog sitting for a workmate friend. She's a friend, but I work with her. And so you might get some footage of her puppies. Well, they're not puppies, they're adult dogs, but you know, puppies. And I'm going to be finishing off at least January's post-planning in my bullet journal. Hi, kitten. She's come to say hi. She's being very sweet tonight. Yes. 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 She's starting to calm down very slowly. She's been much calmer this past week, I reckon, than she has ever in the past. Less crazy, because she's a bit of a nut. Oh, thank you for the kisses. And so I'll be working on my bullet journal tonight, and I hope to finish The Astonishing Colour of After as well. While I do my bullet journal, I'll probably watch Thor. So, you know, your girl is gonna be watching Thor Ragnarok. But yes, so that's my plan for tonight. Maybe finish a book. Definitely finish some bullet journaling. dog sitting, watching Thor. So, yes, I will video the dogs for sure. I have Charlie the purple in my lap. Yeah. Look, it's Charlie. Yeah. This is Charlie. Sweetheart. Yeah. And then Louie's over there. I'll show you Louie. Currently watching Thor, which is what you can hear in the background, and I've finished January in my bullet journal, so I'm going to be filming a flick through of the setup in January. Should be quick, but I also have like the first 50 minutes of setup, so that can go in that video as well, and I'll be editing that tomorrow and hopefully uploading it as ASAP, because it was due today, but I didn't do it. And then, once the movie's over, I'm gonna read for lots, yeah. Hey, so it's Sunday morning. I don't think I actually vlogged anything yesterday, but anyway, I finished dog sitting yesterday and took Trixie, our cat, to the vet to get her shots. Then we bought a TV cabinet and spent the morning rearranging that, and then like rearranging the lounge room to put the TV cabinet in, and I also bought a bed which will be being delivered Wednesday. And then we did some cleaning because Wednesday is also our inspection for this house, so that has to get done. And then, which I'll be doing more of today. And then we went into the city into like the big city to see a comedy show. We saw Deanne Smith, who I've seen twice before. Jesse's seen like 4 times before, and she's amazing. So we saw that. I was gonna vlog the night, but there was heaps of us there, and then I forgot. Anyway, today I finished The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X. Pam. It was gorgeous. I haven't decided what I'm gonna rate it yet. I haven't even like looked at the Goodreads yet. I'm thinking somewhere between a 4 and a 5, but like it's not quite a 4, but it's not quite a 5. But 4.5 doesn't sound right. Yeah, I don't know. Gut feeling would be 5, but I think it's more like let's go like a 4.75, but it will get like a 5 on Goodreads. Yeah, it was really beautiful. And the way the magical realism tied in worked really well, in my opinion. And worked really well with the culture. It was fab. I loved it. I didn't physically cry. It was very introspective and sad. Now I am reading Circe by Madeline Miller. This is her newest release that came out just the other day. And I've just started this. I'm only like 20 pages in, like 2 chapters. But hopefully I'll get a good chunk of this for today. Again, today I've got to do some cleaning, and then I have work for a few hours. But hopefully I can read quite a good chunk of this today. Yeah, once I don't know. I'm going to start keep reading now, but like, I got to get out of bed and clean and stuff, so yes. Good morning, it's Monday, but I just wanted to wrap up last week's reading real quick before I head to work. So you've got Mira in the background. Oh, come over here. So I'll tell you what challenges they met as we go. I do have a couple of books that kind of ended up doubling up on challenges, but that was because I didn't know enough about the book before I went in to know it would work for a challenge. So this week I read A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray, which I'll tell you what Al met here. It was the one that was about secret societies, because it totally had that, which originally I had a different book for, which I'm still going to read that other book, I think, so I might double up at the end, but we'll see how I go. I also read Son of the Dawn by Cassandra Clare, which met the challenge nature-related book. Dawn has nature-related word in the title. Can't remember what, is that herbology? I can't remember, I'll tell you. And then I finished, yesterday, I ended up finishing The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X. Pam, which I think I showed you. I think I was just starting the next book,
when I last updated you. And that meant for Transfiguration, which was a book about transfiguration. And then I also read the first 120-ish pages of Circe by Madeline Miller, which I'm so keen for. It's so good so far. Which is going to make the historical fiction challenge. And I'm putting it in quotation marks because I know it's technically not historical fiction. But if you've ever read Madeline Miller, it reads like historical fiction. So, yes, even though you know it's about Greek gods, but shrug, it's fine, it's fine. I'm including it, I don't care. Alternatively, A Great and Terrible Beauty could also fit for this, because that's also historical fiction, like historical fiction fantasy. So, yes, and that I assume is for History of Magic. But I haven't finished Circe yet, but I have read A Great and Terrible Beauty. So yes, that's currently where we're at. I'm going to be reading Circe today. I've got work though, so you know, I'm off. But I'm still on track, I think, to get most of my TBR read. I knew it was ambitious. But we're still working on it. There are still possibilities for us. And I will see you next week with another reading vlog for week 3 of the Readathon. So see you then. Bye.